Imagine for a moment that you've been handed a treasure map at birth, but someone cleverly hid the X that marks the spot. What if the power to transform your life isn't beyond some distant horizon, but right here, beneath the surface of your own beat of awareness? Today, I'll guide you on a journey inward to uncover the priceless wealth that's always been yours, and to show you how a simple shift in attention can dissolve the illusions that keep you chasing shadows. But first, if you're ready to liberate yourself from distraction and doubt, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. You won't want to miss the single insight that flips the entire story on its head halfway through. From the very first breaths we draw, we carry within us an endless reservoir of creativity, intuition, courage, love, and wisdom. Yet almost as soon as we arrive, we're bombarded by a whisper, so faint we barely notice it, telling us we're not enough. Not smart enough, not beautiful enough, not worthy of love until we achieve some milestone, acquire some possession, or chase the next stunning illusion. We're like children mesmerized by the blinking lights of a carnival, forgetting that the greatest ride, the one that truly thrills, lies in the stillness and depth of our own being. It's as if life arranges for us to stumble into a maze, blindfolded. We scramble for an exit, turning corners only to bump into more walls. These walls are built from fear, unmet needs, old wounds, and stories we've inherited. We learn to believe that if we could just reach the future, if we could only land that promotion, buy that luxury car, win that award, then we'd finally exhale. Then we'd feel whole. But every time we think we've broken free, the horizon shifts further away, and our hearts sink into another restless search. Here's the twist that most don't see until they've nearly exhausted every external strategy. Real wholeness doesn't lie out there. It's already woven into your breath, your heartbeat, your very experience of existence. The moment you grasp this, you begin to glimpse the secret corridors that lead out of the labyrinth. Curiosity sets in, and you ask, what if everything I've been taught about needing outside approval or material success is backwards? What if the key is right where I am in this present moment? If that question sparks anything inside you, hit the like button now. Let that simple click be a declaration of your readiness to explore what's been hidden in plain sight. Think about the relentless march of time that shapes your days. The alarm jolting you awake, the rush to get out the door, the emails piling up, the traffic lights blinking you onward, the social media notifications pulling your gaze. It all conspires to make you believe you're always playing catch-up. Time becomes a phantom menace, whispering that you'll never arrive at enough, never accomplish enough, never be enough. And so you chase. You chase goals, you chase status, you chase fleeting peaks of pleasure, hoping that at the end of this sprint, you'll collapse into a cushion of contentment. Yet more often than not, that cushion turns out to be just another mirage. Now I'm curious. Have you ever caught yourself sprinting only to realize you're still on the same treadmill? Share your experience in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story might just help someone else notice the pattern in their life too. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining our community. We dive deep into these hidden dynamics every week, and you'll get alerts for the next video that unpacks the one habit that rewires your mind for ease instead of exhaustion. The pressure to look forward or backward keeps us away from the one place where true richness thrives: now. When we're fixated on an imagined future, we miss the exquisite texture of this breathing moment. When we're tangled in memories, be it the sting of an old regret or the glow of a past victory, we're not living here. We're trapped in stories woven by a mind that loves drama. But real life unfolds in the simple act of experiencing this instant, raw and unedited. Let me share a quick exercise. As you listen, find a comfortable seat, close your eyes for a second, and take 3 deep, unhurried breaths. Feel the air filling your lungs, notice the slight pause before you exhale, and sense how your body settles into a quieter rhythm. You've just touched the edge of the secret I'm talking about. Your breath is a direct line home. Each inhale is an invitation, each exhale a release. This simple practice dissolves the walls of that invisible prison built by relentless pursuit. And if you felt even a flicker of calm, take another moment to like this video. Consider it a small seed planted that will grow into more ease and awareness in your life. When we ignore that internal sanctuary, we inadvertently plug ourselves into a collective illusion. It's the modern matrix, the constant buzz of advertising telling us happiness is a product, the curated images on social media that set impossible standards, the hamster wheel of status and approval. We end up resembling the proverbial donkey, chasing a dangling carrot that recedes just as we reach for it. Yet the carrot itself was never real. It was a story spun to keep you moving, to keep you distracted from discovering that the path to fulfillment runs inward, not outward. Over time, the stories we adopt become so familiar, we mistake them for reality. We identify with our roles, parent, professional, student, social media influencer, and believe that our self-worth is pinned to the success of these roles. We wrap ourselves in labels as though they were badges of honor. But those badges are just costumes, woven from collective expectations and personal wounds. Take a moment to imagine removing one costume, any story you've held onto, and see how it feels to be just yourself, uncloaked and vulnerable. You might experience a tremor of fear, as if you're about to step off a cliff. That fear is the echo of habit, a reminder that the ego clings desperately to identity. Here's another question for you. When was the last time you felt truly free of your own mental chatter? If that memory feels distant, that's an invitation to explore some radical stillness. Notice how I didn't just say quiet your mind, because for many that sounds impossible. Instead, I said explore. Curiosity is kinder than expectation, so explore the edges of your thoughts, watch them drift by like clouds, and resist the urge to judge or chase them. They're not you. They're simply passing phenomena. When you observe them dispassionately, they lose their grip. This practice of witnessing your own mental and emotional landscape marks the turning point from being imprisoned by your mind to being liberated by it. It's the moment you realize you're not the reactions or beliefs that bubble up inside you. You're the awareness that notices these reactions. And in that spacious awareness lives your true essence, a boundless, luminous presence unconfined by time or story. Stay with me because in just a few minutes, I'll share the one simple question that will reset your perspective whenever doubt begins to creep in. It's so powerful that people tell me it feels like flipping a switch from darkness into light. So if you're still watching, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, knowing that this question could become the most important tool in your inner toolkit, one you'll reach for time and again. Let's talk about the nature of reality itself. It's both tangible and intangible, like a melody you hear but cannot touch, like the gentle caress of a breeze you feel but cannot hold. We try to pin it down with language, calling it physical, mental, spiritual, but reality refuses to be boxed in. It's a paradox, inviting us to experience its full spectrum, from the solid ground beneath our feet to the whispering silence between thoughts. When you stop insisting on labeling everything, you open yourself to a deeper knowing that transcends words. One of the richest discoveries on this inward journey is that fulfillment blooms in the smallest details. The warmth of morning sunlight trickling through a window, the rhythm of your own heartbeat, the unguarded laughter that bubbles up in connection with another person. These moments are the petals of a vast flower called life, unfolding in exquisite slow motion. But most of us race right past them, eyes glued to an ever-retreating horizon. So pause, even if only for a breath. Notice the world around you without immediately interpreting it. Maybe you hear distant traffic, birdsong, the hum of appliances. Each sound is a note in the symphony of existence. Let it wash over you without trying to turn it off. You might be surprised how alive you feel. If this exercise resonates, leave a comment describing one simple thing you noticed just now. A color, a sound, a sensation. You'll help build a thread of shared presence here. As we delve deeper, it's crucial to understand that the mind's restlessness arises from two sources: attachment to desire and resistance to what is. Desire says, "I need that thing to be happy." Resistance says, "I cannot bear what's happening right now." Both keep us out of the flow. The remedy: radical acceptance of what is, coupled with gentle curiosity about where desire is pulling us. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means acknowledging reality as your starting point. From that grounded place, you can choose your next skillful response rather than react habitually. In the stillness that acceptance brings, something magical happens. You meet the part of yourself that isn't fractured by wanting or fearing. You touch the primal wholeness that exists at the core of your being. And once you've tasted that space, you begin to understand that every problem, every wound, every longing is just an invitation to return home. Let me share a simple mantra that many have found transformative. Here I am. When anxiety or doubt stirs, whisper, "Here I am," to yourself. Let the words draw you back to the present moment, anchoring you in the clarity of immediate experience. Try it now, silently or out loud. Here I am. Feel how the words shed the weight of past regrets and future worries. In that instant, you reclaim your center. By anchoring yourself in the "here I am" of each moment, you begin to perceive a deeper reality, weaving together thought, emotion, breath, and sensation. This is the living tapestry of existence, and you're not a passive observer. You're an active thread. Every choice, every shift of attention weaves new patterns into that tapestry. You're co-creating reality with every breath. We often believe that making big changes in life requires monumental effort. Quitting the job, moving across the world, achieving a dramatic breakthrough. Yet the true revolution happens in subtle moments. A pause before reacting, a conscious inhale, a decision not to chase the next distraction. These small acts of presence are like pebbles dropped into still waters, rippling outward to reshape your entire day, your relationships, and ultimately the trajectory of your life. If you found value in these insights, hit that like button again and make sure you're subscribed. Because in the next video, I'll reveal how to sustain this practice in the midst of chaos. How to bring that center of calm with you into every meeting, every conversation, every challenge. Trust me, you'll want to be here for that. As our time together draws toward its close today, remember that this journey is not about becoming someone new. It's about unbecoming the layers of habit, story, and fear that obscure the radiant being you already are. The process may feel uncomfortable at times. Like pruning a tree, it might sting to see old branches fall away. Yet with each layer shed, you feel lighter, more alive, more real. Return often to these anchor points, the cycle of inhalation and exhalation, the whispered mantra, "Here I am," the simple practice of witnessing your thoughts. Over time, these touchstones become second nature, guiding you back home when you stray into the labyrinth of the mind. So let curiosity be your compass and presence your path. The treasure you seek was never buried. It was always within reach, disguised only by the noise of your own thoughts. As you venture forth today, carry this knowing gently in your heart and let it transform every step you take. If you've enjoyed this exploration, please like and subscribe to stay connected. Share this video with someone you care about and leave a comment sharing the practice or insight that resonates most deeply for you. Together, we can create a ripple of presence and freedom in this world that so desperately needs it. Thank you for joining me on this inward journey. May every breath lead you closer to the limitless treasure that you are. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and welcome home.